Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Makeup Magpies episode 13, where me and my friends love to stash or trash makeup. Mostly it's just Betsy buying everything and me and Steven trashing everything, and Nadia just throwing in her little snarky comments here and there. But yeah, if you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Rupy. I love all things makeup, like a little too much. And I'm like trying to hold off on buying things. So this now is going to be not what I am going to buy, but what I'm just not going to buy. And that should be everything. So if you see me saying I'm going to buy anything, feel free to call me out on it. All right, Nadia, over to you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Makeup Magpies. We're super excited to have everyone here. And I graduated in 2018, so I was very plain. I
Sorry about
used,
That was me.
I didn't use anything.
Oh, I didn't even
used,
talk about
concealer and eyeliner. That's all I use.
Oh, yeah.
No mascara, though.
So I guess I forgot to mention that the theme of the makeup today was what you would wear if you were going back to school, but I didn't, understand the assignment. No, I'm just kidding. I did my makeup the way I would do it when I went to college because I didn't really wear makeup in high school. It wasn't really, I don't want to say allowed, but my dad was kind of strict. Anyways, I didn't really wear it. I wasn't really into it that much. So I wore what I would wear, which is basically almost what I would do now too, because it's just a staple look. So I graduated 2007 from high school, but that's not what I looked like back then. Just so everyone's aware. All right, Steven.
So I also did not wear makeup in high school. I didn't start wearing makeup until last year. And when I was in high school, I graduated the same year as Rupy, and I had two very distinct groups of friends. I had the friends who fake baked, who had like monthly memberships to like LA Tan and all that kind of stuff, very a la Betsy. I don't know which direction she is, we'd call it Brady Bunch Square are you in? Like I had friends who were very that and had like that whole like line of demarcation where you're like bronzer, and then like white necks. I had those friends. So I'm wearing as much bronzer as possible. I busted out my city bronzer because that makes me look super orange. And then I was like, you know what? I also had friends who wore like that, who were into like Japanese goth heavy metal kind of music and very I think one of the groups is called Moi de Moi or something like that, but like basically like heavy metal, death metal, kind of like anime punk stuff. So I'm like, okay, so crazy hair, dark liner, black lips, I'm like no blush. So I'm like kind of like two different faces all at once.
Yeah. I tried styling my hair with emo bangs, but I couldn't do it. They're too long.
You could have like curled them underneath each other.
Yeah. All right, Betsy.
Okay,
Betsy I no longer recognize.
Well, as you know, I'm a little bit older, so the early days of 2000s is my time for high school, and late 90s. And we did not have good makeup. We were not blessed with YouTube like y'all were. Y'all had it a little bit easier than we did. We got magazines that were like, here, showing a picture with makeup already kind of put on, and it's like, how are you supposed to use this? We don't know. But everything was all orange. There was nothing other than face makeup. Very little brows. When you went to get them waxed, they were gone.
I tried squishing my brows together, but it didn't work.
No, I actually blocked them out. Jeremy was like, just go ahead and shave them. And I was like, no, sir. And then,
oh no, we're not doing that.
Raccoon eyes that I realized, like, when I was looking at myself, I was like, I look old and sad. Like my eyes, I don't know if it's just because I'm literally older. It just drags them down, and I'm like,
I feel like this style of makeup is definitely making you look a lot older than you are, but whereas like your normal go-to makeup makes you look super young.
Yeah. So it is definitely not.
You need to do a twirl with your tracksuit too.
Oh yes. Show us.
We've
velour.
got juicy.
Does it say juicy on the ass?
No, this one doesn't. I didn't get it with the juicy on the hiney because I was like, But I'm thinking I might order another one that does because it's like, well, why not? And these are so comfortable. I forgot how comfortable they were. So, and she still looks somewhat put together.
When I was in high school, so like, mid early 2000s, right? The early 10s or whatever we call that. That's when Urban Decay was really becoming popular. MAC had been doing like really amazing collabs. So I think they did like the Disney villains back then. I feel like 2007, you would go to the mall and there would be like Sephora was like a huge thing. The MAC store was a huge thing. I'm just thinking about like when I was at prom, I skipped my senior prom and we went to the mall and we like hung out, we got dressed, we went to like a show and everything like that. And like, I'm just remembering like my friend was like all about Urban Decay. Everything was Urban Decay with her.
That was me. That was me as well back then.
Speaking of Urban Decay, I'm sure we'll have some that we talk about.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. For sure. Also, Betsy, you just mentioned that we had it easier than you. While I agree, I think that the high schoolers of today have it the easiest because there are literally tutorials everywhere, like
on how to do it all. I mean, like I see these girls that go to Ulta or Sephora and I'm like,
I wish I looked like that.
Where's their awkward face? Where's this for them?
It's not fair.
Exactly.
But I'm wondering, like, I understand, like, as far as like if somebody was interested in knowing how to do certain techniques, that would be easier. But if we think about like the emotional headspace, hormone minefield of a teenager, I honestly think they have it worse today because of all of the things they see on social media, and all these high schoolers thinking that they need to have like the next viral TikTok video and all the viral, like how many dumb people do we see out there who are spraying setting spray into their bronzers and eyeshadows and ruining them because it's viral? And I'm like, these teens are ruining their makeup for TikTok. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy on their souls.
I think goodness that I was a teenager before the days of social media, because I probably would have been canceled 10 times over just being, a normal teenager. And it's like,
that's true.
Yeah, there's no photographic, video evidence of anything. So it's like that makes things so much easier. It really does, because it's so easy to make, even like on a lot of things, making the smallest mistake and not even knowing that you're doing it.
Yeah.
And for the entire world to see you. So
I remember actually Facebook came out the year that me and Steven graduated. I remember it was around March 2007 when everyone was like, oh, do you have a Facebook? Do you have a Facebook? And I just got
college invite only, I think at that point, like you had to be invited onto Facebook.
Yeah. And so
now no one uses Facebook except our racist aunts.
Yeah. And Facebook was weird back then. You couldn't do much on it except post on each other's walls, but you'd have this conversation, but it wasn't like a chain. Like you would go post on their wall and they'd come back and post on your wall and you'd go back. And it's like, what were we doing?
You remember like 2008 Facebook, like that time period? 2008 Facebook was when you
Steven
had
is.
like, yeah, Steven is, but also like the different like, almost like apps built into your wall.
Yes.
This was before the wall. So like I had a friend in college who she literally had the most possible things on her Facebook page, and Facebook was like, you can't have any more. She had like all the stickers, all the hearts. There was the one where you could like draw in the boxes and all this kind of stuff. Like Facebook used to be so wackadoo. It was so weird. And now it's basically just a market to buy things.
Miss MySpace.
Yes.
MySpace was so much fun. One, you could change the whole thing, and you thought you were like an amazing web designer because you could take and change your background to be like black with glowing pink stars. That was like kind of my thing. You got to have music playing when people came, and it was good music.
From the
You
battle
didn't
of
get
top
copyright. You didn't get copyright struck for using someone's song.
Oh, gosh. I recently saw someone post like. Yeah, I recently saw someone post like some Gen Zer was like, wouldn't that be cool if we could go to someone's like TikTok page or Twitter page and like have music playing? I don't know if that was a joke.
You shared that with us, but that was funny.
Yes.
Like,
in the drama of the top 8, tell me, if you were not a MySpace user, people getting pissed if you were taken out of someone else's top 8.
See,
People
I had a
got mad.
MySpace, but people that I knew didn't have MySpace, so I didn't have that issue, thankfully.
I was too young for MySpace.
Yeah.
I
All right,
remember Instagram when it was the old camera.
Yeah, I remember the old camera. Okay, I'm just going to run through and say hi to everyone that's here. Hey, we have Haley and Kendra and Colin, Inara, Tori. Wow, we have a lot of people here. We have Night Star Beauty. That's Maria. Wait, did we figure out what Yves Saint Laurent's name was?
Stella, right?
Stella.
Stella.
Are you
Okay.
Stella?
Are you
Who are
Stella?
you?
Yeah. Tracy and Sherry. Am I missing anyone? I think I missed someone. Oh, Bethany's
Kendra.
here too. Adam. No, I think I said Kendra. I think I got everybody.
Okay.
Hello to you all. Thank you for joining us today. Let's go ahead and dish on some makeup.
Everybody who's
Awesome
active
stuff.
in the chat is definitely in our top 8. Just saying.
Yes, you're all our top 8.
Okay, so the new retro palette released. You can pre-order this now. Jeremy had to pre-order this for me. My phone kept erroring out and wouldn't let me add it to my cart, so he ordered
no.
this. Now, do I think that this goes with the mini retro? No, I do not think that this goes with the mini retro. I love this color story, though.
Can you pull up mini retro somewhere so we can see that? Because I don't know what mini retro looks like off the top of my head.
Hold on just a second. I'll go grab it while y'all are looking
Okay.
and discussing.
I feel like my butt was burnt, or whatever phrase you want to use, from the Zendo palette. I know people really love Zendo. I'm not that person because the cream formulas in that palette were just really, it's not the shimmers don't bother me in that palette so much. It's not the other mattes in the palette. There's like 2 creamy mattes in that palette that I just absolutely hate, Calm and Breath. And so when I look at this, I'm like, I need to know what formula this is. I need to know how it performs, because if it's anything like Zendo, I want nothing to do with it. Also, these look very red, and I can't wear her red eyeshadows. So I'm like, I don't even know if it's going to be for me. And I think I could probably dupe it with Biba, Love, Sunset, Sunrise, Glam. I have so much Natasha Denona that I could probably dupe this.
You should try and do a video and show us how you can dupe it with it. I would love to see that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Betsy in place of me. Wait, how do I do this? No.
You should be able to like go to Betsy's picture and hit the dots and make her the solo. Hey, Nadia.
Hi.
Looking real cute there.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. I am not going to be able to figure this out, you guys.
Hi, Mary.
There we go. Okay, so do these palettes look like they go together at all? No.
Oh, God, no.
Not at all. I mean, there's nothing about this that looks the same. So, but I do love this color story. I love a good plum color story. This reminds me of She's and Parties, which is a melt palette. This also reminds me of Whatever, which is a burgundy palette by Colourpop. I'm trying to think. This also reminds me of the Naughty palette by Huda.
I originally felt like it looked like the Modern Renaissance, but it looks very different. This is almost way warmer.
Modern Renaissance is much warmer, but as I said, to me, She's and Parties is a definite dupe.
Yeah.
The Naughty palette by Huda, the big ready burgundy one.
Yeah. Last holidays release, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever by Colourpop. That one's a pretty cheap one. The Why Not by Colourpop. I
just grabbed 3 that I think could possibly dupe these out. I have, if you've been following my stories I have an entire makeup collection in front of me right now, and it's quite overwhelming. But it comes in handy because now I can say, if you have the berries from Juvia's Place and mauves from Juvia's Place,
Or if you
And
had
the taupes from Juvia's Place.
the blush, also brings in some of those tones. There's a lot of palettes that are like that. Like, I mean, I probably have
This could probably give you those vibes too. This is the Nude Rich. Also, if you have her OG Mauve Obsessions, I actually don't think I need that palette.
Yep.
Granted, I'm decluttering all of these, but...
All right, Steven.
I'm excited for it because I love that kind of color story and I'm hoping it's good. But I enjoy buying things and reviewing them. That's part of the fun of it for me. Like, I know going into purchasing a lot of this stuff, it's most of my collection gets used once and then, which is sad, but it's true.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's
Profusion Mauves okay, I think they have one of those 10 pen palettes I talked about in a recent video that's actually mauve tones. Those are really good. They're like $5. Excellent quality for drugstore. Go ahead, Steven.
I can't remember what I was going to say. So it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
All I know is that like I think I've been seeing this a lot recently, even from like really big brands, is that photography is not showing the colors properly. And like even just within the single post from Trend Mood, I feel like we're seeing these colors in multiple different lighting, and I think that is just it's a little like, what actually is this color going to be? And it's a little weird. Like the swatches look very different from the pans.
They do.
But as we do know, sometimes Natasha Denona's mattes will actually swatch deeper than they are in pan.
Yeah.
Like that mod shade is probably going to be just a little richer, but it's still a very light shade. I am happy though, like if we're looking at this picture right here that's on the screen, like the depth that's in this palette actually looks pretty good. I'm very curious what Rebellion is. I wonder if that's going to be a cream, or like it looks like it's one of her cream to powder shadows, which looks like it would be a very rich, beautiful, like one swipe, pure coverage kind of pigment.
Which shade
Rebellion.
was that? So
Rebellion.
It's a matte medium burgundy cream powder.
Yeah, it looked like, if you like in the pan, it looks like the cream formula. It's so, oh my gosh, I might be becoming a Natasha Denona expert because I'm like, I can just tell from the texture of that pan that that's a cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Betsy's review on this before I decide if I'm gonna buy it. And if I am gonna buy it, I'm probably gonna wait for the VIB sale because this guy doesn't work so well anymore. I tried twice this morning and it was a no-go. So I might maybe replace it, but I'm going to give that Huda palette a chance first too.
Okay. It's a no for me. And that's purely because I am not buying eyeshadow right now. I'm not buying any eyeshadow until I can go through my collection and properly do a thorough declutter, which is going to take probably like 4 to 6 months of me like actually looking at my eyeshadow stuff.
Yeah.
So I will maybe get this at some point when it's like on a BOGO sale, like next year, maybe.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't have to buy it because Betsy ordered it. So even if I don't like it, I don't have to.
This actually looks like a really good palette for you, Nadia, because I know you like using like darker colors sometimes, but you also like using the lighter colors. So like Glitz and Mod for you look like the perfect eyeshadow combo. But then also I'm looking at Swing as like a really beautiful color for you as well.
Oh yeah.
This is like a really good Nadia palette.
This is a total Nadia palette for sure.
I feel like Love is also a really good Nadia palette, which is why I pulled it out for your birthday.
Okay. Sorry, I skipped ahead.
Okay.
Okay. We could talk about Natasha forever. So
okay, so these are the Cosmic Pearl by M Cosmetics. These don't look anything super special. Yes, they're I think that's what they are. But they're very expensive. They're $26 each. And to me, they're not super, don't hate me, but it's just not super intriguing for that kind of money. They're sparkly, but they're not $26 sparkly.
No. I mean,
all over my body.
I just don't. Okay. And also this looks like the Urban Decay singles that just got reformulated, repackaged and all of that. You guys know which ones I'm talking about? It looks like those. But the thing is, like, I just feel like if you're going to buy single shadows, just buy them just in the pans from like indie brands. It's way, way, way more affordable. Glam Shop, Davina, Cleona, Terra Moons. Okay, the Terra Moon sparkle level, you guys, like, Steven knows.
Mm-hmm.
Steven knows. They're beautiful shadows. There's so many that you can get for like a fraction. Yeah. I don't know. I say no.
I think they're overpriced. I think
they're
they
pretty,
look beautiful.
But yeah.
I don't like the packaging. I think the packaging is very cumbersome. The thing is, if I'm buying a single, I want it to be a depotted single so that I can, is that the right term? I don't know. I want it like the actual pan.
Yeah,
I want
like in a pan.
That's in a pan. You don't want it in a compact.
Right, because I have 4 compacts from Nomad. I've got 3 potted eyeshadows from Phytosurgeons, and I never reach for them because they're like in a separate place away from my actual makeup. And I just storing these, like if you buy any more than like a few of these, it's gonna like you're gonna need like I just hate it. It's so like stupid. Sorry.
See, 2010 to 2012 Rupee probably would have used this. Not now Rupee, but I did use a single today that comes in one of these.
My friend has something like this from, I think it's Urban Decay. My coworker, she's that kind of person. She's like your standard makeup consumer, right? She's got like a few eyeshadow products, a few base products from like 6 years ago that she still uses. She brought in like her entire collection of makeup in like a Ziploc bag, a plastic Ziploc bag. And she's like, I need you to help me figure out if these are still good. And she would probably get something like this because it's just, she wants just the one. And she's like, oh, I like the red one. I'm going to get the red one.
Stella, good tip. If you guys want something like this, the Urban Decay singles are going to be half off during the 21 Days of Beauty. And also, yes, great alternative is the Moon Dust shadows. Do they still sell those?
Yes, they do. And I still have the Moon Dust palette. I love that palette. What's the Moon Dust
shadow?
Oh, this is also a great tip. There's a Flower Beauty Desert. Is it Desert Rose? No, Desert Lights palette. The Jungle Lights one. Yeah, it's Desert Lights. Basically the same color story. You guys are just like.
Yeah, doing really good. What's Moon Dust? I need to know what Moon Dust is.
Oh, these are the same. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sparkles. Okie dokie. Moon Dust is like, it's like a glittery powder eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It was very unique for its time. I mean, I don't think it's as unique as it once was, but it's still pretty. Next up.
I think Kendra Morgan did a video where she was showing off the desert and the jungle as like a potential like dupe for the new MAC palette that was coming out.
Speak of the devil, she just showed up again.
Oh, hey Kendra.
Yeah. So we were just talking about you.
Next
Toothpaste.
Is the Cinnamon Swirl Sweet and Spicy Eyeshadow Palette. I ordered this morning. Today started the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. And I ordered another Foreo, like the face cleaner, because those things are amazing. And they're half off today. So it's like $69 instead of $160. So I think, or something like that. Anyways, I saw this, got notified, hey, this is here. So I was like, well, let's try it because I have gingerbread and I have extra spicy ginger, or do I have pumpkin spice? I don't know. I've got most of these. So it's like, let's try it because I do like the smell of cinnamon rolls better, but some of their stuff smells like Play-Doh.
I love cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. That's the only thing that was making me want this. Sorry, what was that, Nadia?
I said, if you want some food palettes, go to Too Faced.
Oh, or Glamlight.
Oh my gosh, no, can you imagine if Glamlight's palette smelled like the food? Like you get the pizza palette and it smells like pepperoni.
Ew. No. I solely want this because of the whole cinnamon bun, cinnamon swirl. But
she's cute. I mean, I don't think she's going to be a bad palette, but this is what, to me, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is what Too Faced needs to stick to. Everybody's like, well, for us that are makeup junkies, we're like, hey, they need to come out with something innovative. No, they really don't.
But
a lot of people will use, like, buy the palette from last year. It'll almost be empty, and then they'll be like, oh, well, they've got this one. Let's go ahead and buy this one now. You know what I'm saying?
The average consumer for Too Faced loves these palettes, and that's the reason they keep making them. I just don't like those pinky purples at the bottom. Besides that, like, I would have loved this palette. I really regret not buying last year's because that would have been more of something I used.
I'm just like
pumpkin. I have that one.
Yeah.
They
the
keep
gingerbread.
making. I just think like this doesn't like scream cinnamon roll to me, but I don't know what scream cinnamon roll. You know, didn't
oh,
the
Give Me
Sticky
Glow
Sweet.
did one. Yes,
The Sticky Sweet.
Give Me Glow. That was a good one.
Theirs is good. It really is. I mean, I don't know. This is just a basic bitch palette. I mean, that's all this is.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to own it. And I love a good neutral palette too.
This is something that's going to sell really well.
This is what I want to know.
Yeah. This is a really good. This is going to sell very well for them. The thing is, I'm tired of palettes that have all these like pale ass shades in them. I need one pale ass shade so I can do the work I need to do with it. Yeah. But I don't need 3 of them or 4 of them.
No.
Sorry, what did Monica say? I missed it.
The only thing I can think about is the purple is like for the healthy people that are like, I'm gonna put blueberries on my pancakes or my cinnamon rolls. Those Instagram foodie people, and they're like, come look at my beautiful cinnamon rolls. They have blueberries on them.
Maybe they're raisins.
They're Raisin Bran.
Well, cinnamon, whenever it's wet and in the center of the cinnamon roll, is going to be like that batter up shade, that deep, dark, brownish.
Well, that shade's fine. I don't mind that shade, but Ready, Set, Bake and Food Court, like, I don't know.
Although I will say Food Court is a very pretty color.
Yes.
Isn't that the infamous purple they put into every single palette they ever created? Remember when that was a trend? There was always that same purple in every palette they made.
Are there swatches of this yet?
No, I haven't. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's too pink. I don't like those. I like the first, like,
seriously, cut it off after that mid-tone brown and then keep dark brown. Like all that like pink and all that right there. Cut that.
I don't mind the 2 super light shades though, because they look like they're shimmers, but the 3 pinky shades I could do without.
But I mean, at the same time though, like if let's say we were starting to buy makeup for the first few times, we would have been like, oh my gosh, it's that one shade of color. It's like a pop. And you would buy them just because of that.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like I don't wear pink on my eyes because it makes me look sick.
I like to look sick from time to time.
Yeah.
I feel like I look sick right now.
I feel like I look tragic. I look at myself and I'm like, man, Betsy, what have you been through that this is what you look like? I mean, because there's so much makeup on my face that the wrinkles I didn't know I had are emphasized because there's powder too. And it's like, man.
I'm like looking at you and I'm like, dang, her teeth are really white and her shirt's really white. But like, that's all I can see because it's what's popping.
I'm just dying. Like, what have you been through? It's like, well, everything.
Let me tell you. Okay. So I bought this. I will let you know. I will have a video at some point on it. So
did you get any of the other
Everyone
stuff,
that was a high schooler at the very late 90s.
Hold on.
I was going to say, people that were teenagers in the late 90s, early 2000s, who hurt you?
Who hurt you? That would be my parents.
Yes. So, no, I didn't buy any. Look, I can say no to lips.
Varun!
Okay, you need to get out of here.
I can say no to lips. I can say no to blush. Mm-hmm. I can normally say no to highlighters, even though I just did declutters on all this and I have new. After doing declutters and being like, I need to buy no more. I have said more. But lips are one of those things that don't draw me in all that much. It's like, I wear nude lips all the time. So,
yeah.
And I'm not a big fan. They're lipsticks, their cream ones are like Lady Bold. They were Lady Balls, but I guess they got enough hate that they changed it. And I do not like their matte liquid lipstick formula.
I personally do like their matte liquid lipstick formula, but Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying it.
I feel like it's too thick for my personal liking.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I like it thinner, like the NARS Power Matte Pigments. I don't know if
those
you've
are
tried
good. Yeah,
those.
yep,
Those are one of my favorites. Okay, next up, this I'm going to buy. Shocker. I love this color story.
Of course, you would have like a cis straight, male come in and be like, hee hee, lady balls.
Exactly. So,
oh my gosh.
Hey, and this color story would also, parts of it would replace retro.
Yeah.
Like that fascinate, you know what I'm saying? This
is really pretty. This is
I'm
a
excited for
beautiful
this
color story.
I feel like you can make some really pretty grunge looks out of this.
Yes. I would wonder like how this compares to So Jaded, and then also how it compares to the new Carnival palette. Because I feel like the Carnival palette went the route of like kind of like grungy rainbow, and this feels also like a grungy rainbow.
Well,
like jewel tone grungy
both
rainbow.
of them.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like the Carnival is probably missing like the kind of turquoisey teal shades, but
I don't know. I'm buying both of them. This one makes me excited.
that was about that was about the Too Faced liquid matte lipstick.
Yep. And Rupy and Steven and Nadia and my husband will tell you that anytime someone says something, that's always the first. That's what she said. That is always the first phrase that comes out of my mouth. But I'm buying this completely. And this palette, honestly, for the purple, that teal, and that grungy green row. There's just something about this that's drawing me in. And this palette makes me excited. I love the cohesiveness of the rainbow rose, where it is more of a gradient. You see what I'm saying? It's not like jumbled together.
Yeah.
I love that to the full picture.
Yes.
Also, those teals, they kind of remind me of the High Tide palette. So if you just want to buy it for the teals and you have High Tide, don't bother.
I have High Tide too.
I'm seeing...
Yeah, but you're going to get this anyways, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm buying this.
I'm seeing that there is at least one shadow that is the matte with the sparkle in it. So like that sequin shadow, Self-Control looks like it is. And then are those pressed glitters?
There are a couple of pressed glitters. I think Ritual and Stormy and New Moon are pressed glitters.
I think there's only 3.
And
which for that size palette is not terrible.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's only 10% considering that it's a 30 pan palette. So if you got 3 of them that are pressed glitters, that's 10%.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm not like super thrilled with Colourpop's formula. I've purchased a handful of Colourpop stuff over the last year. I've gotten one of the like something garden, I can't remember what it was called. And then I got a few things from my sister. And then I have the Blue Moon. Of all of the eyeshadow I've tried from them, Blue Moon is the best. But even then, it's not like my favorite formula. So even though this is beautiful, I have to remember that when I'm looking at something like this. Like, what has been my previous experience with the brand? And previously, my experience has not been like mind-blowing. And so even though this is probably going to be affordable, it's not something I need to spend money on.
Yes. It reminds me of the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell. Oh, yes. That is a good...
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that palette too.
Me too. I need to use it more. I've used it a couple times, but this packaging just it's so pretty. But yeah, that totally kind of, this is a little bit brighter, I would say. And
Thanks,
the Colourpop.
Bye.
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 I told Rupy to tell you I love the stash. Yeah, he did. He always comments on facial hair. It's very interesting.
Sorry, what were you showing off, Rupy?
Oh, I was showing the moon spell. I was just saying it's a little bit brighter, but definitely very reminiscent of the color story.
Moonspell is gone now, right? Discontinued?
Yeah, no,
I believe so, which is so sad. The packaging on this, like the sturdiness, but the actual everything, like flawless. And I kept the sleeve too because I just think it's so... I don't know. It feels like a very special. Yeah, exactly. And it feels just very special with it. I don't know. I love it. Oh my God. That makes me so happy just to pull it out.
So this is pretty one. Next Next. Oh, I don't care. This is the Morphe
Hmm.
box. I mean, y'all can talk about it if you want to, but I don't buy Morphe, and this is no.
I don't think any of our viewers here today buy Morphe, so I think we can skip over this with a big fat no.
Okay, so next up, She Glam has instant ready under eye setting powders.
Oh, this is Shein's brand, right?
Oh, I like this.
Oh, that's cute.
It looks so soft.
It looks like a little peach.
Yep. I want the sponge. Maybe the next time I order a Shein, I'll get it. Cute.
Oh my god, that looks really cute. I don't know why I want that sponge.
It looks like is it one of the microfiber sponges?
It is.
Okay. I've never used anything like that. How does
never
it work
tried
any
one.
different than a regular
You
sponge?
see that? You see that really white one? There you go, Steven. That's for us. The palest of the pale.
I set on powder. I have my Milk Blur and Set powder, and I'm about halfway done with it. And it was recently on sale for like 30% off or something like that. So I went ahead and bought a backup. So I've got enough Blur and Set powder for probably the next, if I'm being honest, like 3 years. I've got powder for 3 years.
If I were out of powder, I might try this, but it takes me forever to go through powder. The powder doesn't interest me. The sponge, she's cute. I might add her to the cart. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever powder anymore. Rarely. But if I'm buying jewelry or clothes from Shein, I might add the little fuzzy peach to my cart too. It's so cute. I've also never tried a microfiber. No.
This just makes me sad. It really does.
There was potential.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
They really missed this. This is so bad. I like Batman. And, I love DC, but they really just messed this up.
This is a collab that I wish that pre-Naked Palette Urban Decay would do.
Urban Decay probably, even at this point, would have done better than this. I mean, this is...
Look at that Prince palette they did.
Yeah, and the Cyber, which we'll talk about later, but...
I do love the brushes, the Joker brushes. I do love
Can
that.
you see those?
I don't know if it'll let me see if I can zoom in. Oh,
they might have a close-up.
There we go.
Somewhere.
That's better. They look like watermelons.
Okay, so I think the packaging of that Joker actually looks really cool because I'm the packaging for this Joker. I'm getting very like Batman video game Arkham City kind of vibes from this. So I actually enjoy the packaging, but the colors just are very, very bold and not for me at all. Like, I want my makeup to be sophisticated. Like, give me Natasha Denona glam. I don't want my makeup to look like a cartoon.
Well, part of the problem with this is I don't mind the bright colors. It's just that they don't, like, to me, bright colors are Marvel. DC is dark and grungy and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Even whenever,
You know who could have done this well? Maybe like Melt.
Ooh, Melt would have killed this.
Like Melt Joker collection, like kind of like, because when you started talking about the grunginess of DC, I immediately thought of that Beetlejuice collection that Melt did.
They really could have done some really cool stuff if Melt got a hold of that.
I hate this. The sponges are cute, but again, they changed Harley Quinn back to the red black, so this just doesn't go. Okay. And then this is terrible. It's all just so terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Catwoman. Why?
Oh my God. I would too. I would have to buy the whole thing because
this is like an Amazon. I'm getting my Halloween costume on Amazon.
Okay, so pull up Haley's comment.
This
Just
one?
found listing. Yeah, we need to talk her out of it. So someone help her talk out of it.
Yeah, you don't need them.
You don't need them. I mean, it's a beautiful palette, but I don't think it's like anything. I don't know. There's formulas that are more special than this that are out there, and I think, you know, if you have singles or like even Colourpop palettes, you could recreate this. There's nothing entirely like stand out. Like when I look at this, it's not a shade where I'm like, wow, that shade of shadow. Like I bought this for that, you know.
Do either of you have Strawberry Dream?
I do not, because it was too boring. I mean, it was literally
Strawberry Dream is like
neutral.
the pink with like, it has like a blue in it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a really, really ugly cerulean blue that it like the whole palette, that pop of blue with it just didn't go for me. Like I would have preferred with that one, if they were going to do the pop of blue, then almost kind of how Laura Lee did with her niece's palette, the Erin Weaver palette, where it had the more of like the, what is that tone of blue, more of a softer, it wasn't so bright blue.
Yeah, that's a weird palette. I'm looking at it. Haley, you don't need that.
I think, Haley, if you're drawn to like the pinks and everything, you have that palette that you used for your wedding that has a lot of beautiful pinks from LA Girl. And then as far as like the grunginess of the Moonspell, I think your Tribe palette from Juvia's Place can give you some of that grunginess that you're looking for, like the greens.
I know. Put it this way, Betsy wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. There's no to me, there's nothing redeeming about this at all. Like even like I have bought bad Makeup Revolution palettes because like I bought the Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I've never put the eyeshadows on my eyes, but I keep them because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm not even willing to waste the money on this, even though I do enjoy DCIP. So that should tell you something. I mean, it's just that bad. Okay, this is a half step flash facial. Why would you want a half step? That just sounds like.
I'm sorry. I just thought of the most dirtiest thing whenever I read that comment. I read that. I was like, oh no. Half step flash facial.
Nadia loves her facials.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is. I can't remember where I was yesterday. Oh, I was at the eye doctor, right? And I was having a conversation with them about like the blue light lenses and everything. And my eye doctor's like, that is a scam. That is a scam. That is a scam. There's literally no medical research that shows blue light is an issue coming from your screen. She's like, there's more blue light coming from the actual sun. You don't need it. And there's no proof or evidence that anything damages you. They're creating a problem and selling you the solution. And that's what this is. It's saying that there's some kind of problem between your first wash and your second wash. It's literally an innovative treatment meant to be used between your first and second cleanse. So you're going to wash your face with like your balm, remove your makeup, and then you're going to put this on. And then what are you going to do? You're going to wash it off.
They're wanting you to add a new step, which I don't need any more steps.
So what's in this? Glycolic and lactic? But if you're going to wash it off, then what's the point?
Yeah, because you need to let it sit. Most of your acid, you need. This is a no.
Yeah.
Just get the, just get Good Molecules, has a really great overnight treatment. Ordinary has the red one, which I could never use because it would burn my face off. But
Betsy sent me that. I haven't tried it yet.
Yep. I love that. I use it all the time. I bought this, not all of it, but I did buy some of it. I don't know why.
This was kind of a cute collab.
I do think it's cute. And I do like Iggy Azalea. I like that she's very open and honest about like her plastic surgery and stuff like that. Like I respect a woman that is honest.
Did you what?
Yeah. I feel like this totally fits her brand. Like this is Iggy. This is Iggy.
So
I'm not familiar with Iggy, so I have no comments except that those look like Huda mixed with Jeffree Star.
I can see that. My favorite was I was watching Karen Harris yesterday and she goes, wait, was Iggy even alive in the 2000s? So she looks it up and she's like, yeah, okay, she was alive then.
How old is
she's
Iggy?
Like,
she's closer to our age.
She's 31.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
she's 31.
Okay.
But it was just funny because she's like, she thought like a Gen Z was like trying to create this like totally 2000s collection. So it was funny. But yeah.
Steven, we wouldn't be able to wear that, just so you know.
What is that? Is that bronzer?
Yes. I bought this. I wanted to see how bad it was.
Because
we all know how I feel. We all know how I feel
There's
about
literally a macaroni and cheese yellow in there.
That's why I bought it. I was like, what the hell is this color?
Is it supposed to be like a banana powder? Because I know people with deep and dark complexion will use kind of like a banana powder as like a brightening
Yeah, but
shade.
not macaroni and cheese.
Well, I don't know. I watched Coco
not
Montrese do her
that's
makeup.
cheese.
I mean,
It's like the hot
we all remember
Cheetos.
that.
But she had Dorito under eyes. You know.
Yeah, girl, you look orange. Okay, every time I see a face palette from now on, the thing I'm going to say is, no one person can use all those tones. Don't buy a fucking face palette. Buy the one bronzer you need. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm over
bought
face
it.
palettes.
I'm feeling feisty today.
I still think it's cute. Like, I don't know. I want to see what that yellow. I just needed to see the yellow. Yep.
Oh god, you're gonna make me cry. That was so funny.
But see, that's the thing is like, look, this is what the swatches look like.
That's yellow.
They look so
That
chalky.
Is it supposed to be like a banana powder? I don't
I
understand. I'm not understanding who has macaroni and cheese skin tone. Please tell me. I want to meet you.
Just want to have a talk.
So
Ooh, wait, go back to that blue one.
The blue one's the prettiest, I think.
Ooh. You know what this reminds me of? The Kylie Jenner Sailor collection. Like she had that.
Oh yeah.
I would never buy from Kylie Jenner, but that's what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
and I did buy one of the lip glosses because
Oh
look
my
how
gosh,
cute
that pom-pom is so cute.
Isn't that adorable?
It is cute.
Come on now.
Oh,
I
it's
wanna
the
take
heart
it
with the
and it's like a
horns, the mean bird.
I used
What
to put
is
those
that from? Is
pom-poms
that from Bad Girls or what is that? Because that looks really familiar. It's like the heart with the horns and it
Bad
has
Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club.
Y'all
Did
don't
you buy
remember that?
I
Y'all
don't.
don't remember that trashy reality show?
Mm-mm.
It was like on Lifetime, and there's girls would like fight, and like, I mean, they were some.
I
Was
think
this
I saw
before
it.
Real Housewives?
They were bad girls.
Yes, it was before Real Housewives.
I
or
think I
around-
saw it on Amazon Prime or something the other day. They had The Simple Life on there, and then they had like all these other like shows, and I think that was on there.
So, and yes, I did buy the sponge. Isn't the sponge cute? Sorry, I can't help it. It's the cute
Wait.
stuff that drags me in.
Who is this?
Tracy, who? Who are you talking about, Tracy?
That moment when they tell you just to bring a plate and cups.
Oh yes, that is a true Southern insult to be told to bring a plate and cups, not to be the food bringer because that means you can't cook.
That would be me. They'd tell me to bring like food. I mean, plates and stuff like that.
Oh.
Okay. This we didn't talk about because this
Nope.
popped up real quick. This was last week's Colourpop release. I ordered it. Well, duh. It's Tinkerbell. I have a Tinkerbell wall up here.
I bought it too. I bought the whole collection plus an extra palette. I will be doing a giveaway over on Instagram probably. So stay tuned. It hasn't even shipped yet, so we'll see.
When it comes. Mine has
I really think I like the shimmers in this, but the mattes seem a little weird, like combining the different matte options in there just feel a little like off to me. But
you know what this reminds me of? The Fae Garden bundle that you got from Cleona.
Yes.
This right here, it does. I could grab it. It's somewhere over there in that pile. But yeah, it does remind me of that.
The straight on till morning, this green right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of green would you call that? It's like fresh cut grass. Kind of like
I would call it more of like a not really moss green, almost trying to think because it's not really fresh cut grass. It's a spring green.
Yeah.
I would consider
I think
it
spring green is good.
Because it's like before it fully develops into the full-on green.
Yeah, it'll probably
We don't have grass like that here. All of our grass is burnt because of how hot it is.
Oh, Tracy was talking about Iggy Azalea. Did I miss something? I don't know. I don't pay attention to her. She's not someone that's on my radar. So
I feel like there was some kind of issue with Iggy Azalea and some cultural appropriation stuff where she was like being very racist.
I could see that.
But I can't remember exactly.
I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah.
But I think
I have
Colin,
no idea.
did you buy some of this stuff? I can't remember if you bought
The
this
Iggy,
stuff or not.
the Iggy collection or Tinkerbell?
No, the Tinkerbell.
Oh,
I think Colin bought some Tinkerbell.
I think so. Yeah.
I cannot remember.
So, Stephen, remember how I was saying I was going to get the Patrick Cha bronze liner? I am no longer going to get that because this comes with a bronze liner.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I can tell you if it's the same because I have the bronze liner.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just
only
wanted
bought one of those, though. Only one.
Yeah.
When did Patrick release liners? Was that recently? Is that new?
That was with the palette.
Yeah,
So
it
that
was
was
with
like
the palette.
a month and a half ago, I think.
Okay.
2 months ago. I don't know. The days are all running together.
I literally have no sense of time.
This palette makes me so happy. This will be a purchase for me.
This is so beautiful.
It is
I love this.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love all of the colors in it, but I'm just like, it's so big. Will I reach for it? I don't know. But that's a formula that I've always wanted to try because it just seems like it blends so well.
I have two the perfect palettes. Their formula is amazing. I am super excited for this. This color palette actually is what my newest hair color will be inspired by this palette because I was like, finally, after watching, I was like, I have to, because this palette inspired it so much. But I love everything about this. I don't care that it's 45 colors. Whatever. It's gorgeous. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is just stunning.
It is really pretty.
It's giving me like kind of vibes that I really enjoyed from that. I think it was like called like Arcana or Gothic Arcana or something like that. It was like that one that turned into like that tiny little book.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
This gives me Lois Cosmetics vibes. That palette they came out with that I forget what it was called, but it was
Meet Me in
beautiful.
the Underworld.
Yes.
Yeah,
it gives me the vibes of that.
It does.
I'm very drawn to this as like something that I would want to look at. I'm drawn to this as like I want this color story in like a piece of art in my house. It feels very like antique bookstore to me. I love it. Like I love the gold. It reminds me of like the gold that's on the edge of some books. Necromancy. Thank you. It very much feels like something that I want to be part of. But I also know that I would use like 4 of these shadows because everything is just a little too deep, a little too grungy for me.
Great. Now he's got everyone on this.
Well, here's my thought, Stephen, and like for me, whenever I was like, oh, I would never use like a bright blue palette. But I got into color because I'd be like, oh, well, that color is in this palette, so let's try it, you know? And that's kind of where I got into it. And
see, this palette, like, though it's so big, like, these are colors I would use.
Every single thing in here I would
use. These are colors that I would use. These are colors that I gravitate towards. I know that, I mean, I'll do a video on this later, so I don't want to take up too much time talking about it, but I've realized in the past year I bought a lot of bright colors, and that's kind of not what I'm into. I don't love wearing bright, bold colors, but this kind of color where it's almost more muted, grungy fall. Yeah, it does kind of look like the Metropolis, so, like, but I feel like
I have this and I don't use it because it's almost too grungy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's all on personal preference. I love grunge. I love the grungy shades. There's something about it with my skin tone that grunge just works.
Ooh,
I don't know why.
I'm just like, ooh, that's so pretty.
Sometimes you just got to reach for it. Okay.
I know. It's something I already basically I own something like this already that gives me the same vibes. So I already own something I can go look at and touch and be like, very pretty.
Yes. I will be ordering this tomorrow. I've signed up
Is it
to be
tomorrow?
able to get it. Okay, so if you sign up for early access, yes, you can get it tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time because it's midnight BST. Or at least that's what they said. And you can get an email. And I was like, yes, I will do that because if not, it's like 4 a.m. my time. And I was like, I can't stay until 4 a.m.
What's midnight BST for you?
6 p.m. And we're a 6-hour difference.
Oh, so it'll be tomorrow 6 p.m. for you. Okay.
BST is cute. 0, I think, and then we're -6, and then I think rupee are -8 as far as like the time zone stuff.
Yeah.
These are very cute.
This is so cute.
I
love Mickey and Minnie. No, it's Estee.
And these are cute, but it's either a setting powder or they're both. powder compacts. Yeah, I'm not going to get these because even though these are adorable, because they're stinking cute.
So Betsy, I actually went to the CCO to look at these. Remember how I told you that they had some of the ones from like their previous holiday release, but they were like $375 even at the CCO. Someone's scratching something.
That was me. I was wiping off the eyeshadow. Sorry.
I was like,
I love the face.
They were smaller than this. So they were like barely bigger than a quarter. So I don't know what size this is gonna be.
Well, I don't know. There's something, I mean, like, as I said, as much as I love Disney, these are a little bit expensive just to sit in my collection because to display a compact by itself that doesn't have like a special box, it's very difficult to do. And if I can't see it, then why do I want it? I mean, that's just how I am about my collection, like for those kinds of products. So
also, do we need another damn Disney compact with like the mouses on it? Like, I feel like every time we're on Magpies, there's a new like company releasing some kind of like luxury jewel encrusted Disney thing. And I'm like, I know there's Disney collectors out there. I know people love Disney, but like how much Disney can people possibly buy? It's silly.
Like where does it end?
You realize you're talking, me and Nadia.
I know.
We are buying a house. When we move, we want to move to the Orlando area to live near Disney.
You want your taxes to go to Disney. I get it.
See my office, and there is more Disney. You're like, where does it end? There is no end.
But there is. You just drew a line on the Estee Lauder compact. You know what I mean? Like,
and the Besame, you haven't bought one of those.
Yeah, I think what Steven's trying to say is like there's so much that comes out that's Disney. How can one person who's collecting Disney possibly collect everything? You know what I mean?
There's no
just
way.
So much.
Well, and there's so many different brands that do it. I mean, like you can buy house like outdoor decor at Hot Topic and Lowe's. It's like you can buy the giant Ooga Booga blow up from Hot Topic. It's like, why are you selling this stuff? This is not what you buy at Hot Topic, but apparently it is.
Yeah.
It's Lisa Frank.
It is.
For my graduation, I had Lisa Frank cat stickers to close my envelopes for my graduation.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, this one actually does look very Lisa Frank for sure.
I love this little confetti thing. I almost ordered it, but I was like, I really don't like Sally, or this is Orly. I didn't really like Orly nail polish.
I didn't either, but those like nail sticker things look cool.
But the nail wraps.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I skipped it.
I'm not really buying nail stuff, so I'm good. I like my moon and star. You can't see it, but whatever. I'll do my own nail art.
Okay, next up, we've got so REM is going to be Ariana Grande's new music makeup line. I just need to see what it is.
I love how she's going to have hair extensions. That's what it says. It says also hair extensions and more.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this brand.
Yeah.
And yeah, REM is a band, so I don't know how she was able to pull this off with like trademarks and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially when, like, if you look at it, she trademarked REM, like just REM, not even REM Beauty. What?
I have no comment on that. Like, I like Ariana Grande's music. I don't need.
We don't need more celebrity makeup.
Like, what was that one brand that just came out for like last year with Halsey?
About
Face.
Face.
Like, we don't need. Sorry, I get so annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need any more mediocre makeup brands launched by celebrities trying to make even more fucking money. They're already rich enough. Stay home.
Go make some good music or something.
Rihanna, I need more music.
Rant over.
So next up, speaking of outrageous Disney stuff, this is the Cinderella Compact. I don't really like this one at all. There's just something about it that is not pleasing to me. Like if I'm looking, when they're showing up a close-up of the enamel work just doesn't look clean to me. So it like bothers me.
Yeah. Let's be real. Gen Z probably will have no idea what REM actually is.
Probably not. That's me in the corner. It's me in the spotlight. Now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all day.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Religion.
Now I need to pull out that palette and use it. Just a chain of events going.
Next up, we have Rare Beauty has a mascara. What I don't know what it's supposed to do. I mean,
it's all in one. It does everything.
You know,
just like all mascaras, all
an eyeliner and a mascara. The Hip Dot Hello Kitty. That's what I used today.
Oh, I just opened up my Princess from.
I used my Lash Princess too,
and I really like it. It's really good. I can see why people love it. Like one swipe and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And for today's makeup, I actually took it and like scrubbed it on my eyelids a little bit to like enhance like the grunginess of my lids.
Yeah. No, I love it. It like literally my lashes look so good right now.
I'm wearing Tom Ford.
Oh, look at you,
And,
fancy.
Like, after using like a $5 mascara, my thought is like, why would I ever spend $20, $30 or more? Like I have a like mini size from Benefit, and it was like $17 for a mini.
Yeah, I was watching Jami's video yesterday. She was talking about the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And she was like, I don't know why anyone needs to spend more than $10 on a mascara. And I was like, yes, thank you. Like, we don't need to spend that much money on mascara. I don't think I'm going to, like, after I've gone through what I have, I am never going to use anything except for the Lash Princess. I'm done.
Cough, cough, Chantecaille, cough, cough.
Oh my God.
Chantecaille, that one was so way overpriced. Next. Okay, because no one's really.
When it does, I will spend $70 on it.
Speaking of mascara, this is
oh my God.
I think it's 3 mascaras in one, and it's like a primer, lengthening, and volumizing.
This is so.
I don't like it. It's too.
Stay
and it's
so cute little heart stuff. Don't do this.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know about you guys, but I hate like sample sized mascaras because I feel like it's just not long enough for me to get the proper motion with my wand. I like a full size mascara, and I am not wasting my time. Thank you.
This reminds me of those like chunky highlighters that you would have in grade school, and like it would have like the 5 different colors on it. That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
I also need to know if those are magnetic and if they're going to stick together. Because I don't want them like,
they are they are held together with a magnet.
Well, good for them.
Next. Okay, we already talked about this. Mario has brow products. Okay, so I hate this
Makeup
packaging. I hate
Magpies.
that like the little flippy thingy to move up the thing, because like if you're someone who uses products like this all the time and you throw it in your bag, it's gonna get moved around. Exactly. So and that's sorry, nope. Next.
Can we start calling his brand Makeup by Mario?
This is a new fragrance by Kim Kardashian West.
Okay, I'm sorry, but those bottles are ugly.
They look like they got ran over. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I tell you what this makes me? Betsy, go ahead.
It looks like either like melted ice cream for the outside packaging, or like foundation just poured all over it.
Yeah, like a bottle of foundation with foundation poured all over it.
Yes, it just doesn't look right to me. It's unsettling. It looks dirty.
Here's what I think this is, and this is going to be a little graphic, so apologies. If any of you watched those like extreme weight loss shows, like back in like 2005, 2007, they would come out with a cart of like fat and be like, this is all the weight you lost. And like, that's what this looks like. It looks like someone's body. It's like someone like cut someone's
actually.
Like, I don't want this anywhere near me. I don't want to touch it. I look at this and it feels like it's going to be like a squeaky kind of plastic. I
feel very.
Yeah.
This makes me feel very uncomfortable. Like it's supposed to be squishy.
Yep. No. Okay, we're done. Let's go next.
Thank you.
Silence of the Lambs stuff. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, Tracy,
Hey, Kat.
Friday or Thursday, like a moth was like stuck to, or was like hanging out on my window at work. And my coworker is like, what in the Silence of the Lambs bullshit is going on here? Because like there's like a
I
moth,
remember you telling us
dead center in the middle of the window, and it was like spread out like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, are we being haunted by?
That was funny. I remember.
I may get this to try it. I really do like.
Oh my God.
I glue my eyebrows down all the time.
It looks like a skin graft. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Inara.
Yeah.
Future nurse in the house.
So this is for edges and for brows. I don't do edges, but I mean, I don't know how this would work for that.
This is actually a really strong product. I know people already use the actual, like, it comes in a tub or something.
They use the actual hair gel.
Yeah.
Already for this.
Yeah. So it's basically that now in a convenience packaging for people who just want to use it at ease. So
this is nice.
Someone was messaging me and they said, well, I already used that, but I'm just going to continue to buy the big tub of it because it's more affordable for me.
It makes more sense.
But like, I think this is for the people that want that convenience factor, right? There will be people that pay for this because it's easy to use and they're not used to using it a certain way or whatever, who knows, on the go, you know?
Yeah, I think this is a good if you're out with your friends or something and you're like, oh snap, I need to fix myself up real fast in the bathroom.
Yeah, I just got to say it's a very, very smart release on Got2B's part. Very smart release. Yeah.
I use the Control Freak by NYX. It's a pretty strong gel. I like it. And then I have the NYX actual glue that I haven't even opened yet because I haven't finished my Control Freak yet. And then I have a Milk Brow Gel. And when I'm finished with all of those in like 2 years, I will try this maybe.
Yeah.
There will be something else out by then.
Or I won't even have brows by then. Who knows?
Yeah, you'll probably shave them off in your midlife crisis or something.
Yeah.
You couldn't, maybe the trend's going to go back to this, and then this is what you're going to look like.
Betsy, you're probably already bringing it back for all we know.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think, I was actually thinking like I'm going to be like so old, my brows are going to get thinned out. But now that I think about it, actually, my brows are probably getting thicker and thicker the older I get. Yeah. It's here that I'm losing my hair.
Yeah.
And you're going to get these weird, like, pubic hair looking ones growing in.
Oh, gosh.
I already do. I get like these long ass curly, like I pulled one this morning. My eyebrows were like, little alien feelers, like,
I love the sound effect that comes with it.
The ball at the end of this actually looks very satisfying. I don't know what this product is.
It's a light coverage concealer. I'm sorry. Someone explained to me, why would you, I mean, if a light coverage concealer is useless. I mean, it's like, why would you even try to cover up anything if it's light coverage? It won't look like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I would probably use it. I feel like I don't always like a full coverage under eye. Like I still want my skin to show through. I'll correct the veining, but I want like the rest of my skin to show through. So I'll still use, like I have some that are lighter coverage concealers.
I agree with Rupy. Like I use the NARS Creamy Concealer, which I would say is probably like a medium coverage. And I like will actually use just the small spot and blot it out. So it's very thin. Yeah. Because what I've found with me is like a light coverage concealer will correct the color enough where I'm satisfied. But what it also does is it doesn't crease up on me. And so it's really nice.
This is funny. I'm sorry. It's just funny.
A little bit pregnant.
Oh my God. Do you guys remember like way back, Garnier came out with like this rollerball under eye depuffer, but it also came in a concealer shade. It was super light coverage concealer. I used that all the time. I think I went through like 3 or 4 of those. But I loved it. And it was that really thin formula.
And maybe it's just me, but I'm looking at these pictures of their under eyes. That concealer looks dry. Like, look at their under eyes.
It looks,
that is
they could have
not,
set it with powder. But yeah, it looks really dry.
My gosh. Oh, pea protein for blue light protection. What blue light protection does my under eye need?
I was just saying, like, so every eye doctor is going to have a different professional opinion, but my eye doctor said the only thing that the blue light has actually been shown to do is it keeps you more awake. So like at night when your phone does that transition from like the blue light to like the warm light, she's like, that is literally the only benefit of having like some kind of blue light filter. Nothing like this is necessary.
Mm-hmm. I bought those like super cheap and they're cute. So.
I'm tired of companies like pushing out stuff. What's she saying?
Comment.
A suppository?
Oh, Mary.
Okay, so this is the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I bought the only thing I think I'm going to buy from it, which is the Luna 3, which is normally $160 and it was on sale for $80. Other than that, like,
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Can you go back to the first page?
Yes.
What is that?
And the
Halo stuff is actually pretty good. The Halo Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, I like that product.
Well, I mean, and it's 50% off. I mean, that's what you kind of have to do is see which products that you would actually use out of them. Mm-hmm. And if you are like higher level on Ulta points, you do get free shipping if you do buy something from this. But I mean, if they're not your staple products, like I used to love the It Cosmetics, their eyebrow pencil. It's one of my favorites. And they used to run it on sale during these. It's not showing this time, so I won't pick it up. But I mean, like that's good if you love like a certain product. But other than that, like don't go buy this eyeshadow palette just because it's half off. I mean, that's been out for 2 years unless you're just needing a nude eyeshadow palette. So
yeah,
that's
this it's an easy pass for me, this whole sale.
Well, you don't have access to it.
Oh yeah, that's why. It's an easy pass for me because, well, it's not going to be an easy pass. It's a difficult pass, but it is a pass regardless. I could probably orient my camera and you could see like I'm just like a walk away from the mall and we have the Ulta right there. So it's very difficult for me to not just like go there when I'm bored.
Yeah.
But
you've been doing pretty good.
Yep.
Staying in that apartment, sorting out your makeup, filming. Good for you.
I've recently bought, the only thing I bought in the last month is skincare, a replacement, a new thing. I bought the Good Molecules AHA or BHA because I need something like that. And then I bought sunscreen because it was on sale. 30% off my Biossance sunscreen. So I bought 2 of them and I'll be good for like the next like 6 months.
I just actually am about to finish a sunscreen. I might try that one since you said so many good things about it.
I like it. It's
some sunscreen, but I've already had backup, so.
Those brushes look really good. Like,
these are cute.
They are cute. The glitters, that just drives me nuts that they look so empty. And I know it's just product settling, but still, like, shake it up or overfill it for these pictures.
2 of them look full, and then I don't know what is going on.
Look like spice
I don't know why,
jars.
but the butter knife kind of reminds me like, I get my foundation like smeared on my face.
Yes.
With the butter knife.
I'm gonna use this soon.
Nadia, if you buy these, can you like cook a little omelet with like these tiny little things in like a tiny little pan?
Oh yeah, like Tiny Kitchen.
Yep.
I love watching Tiny Kitchens.
Yeah. It's like I'm just gonna whisk some of this into my crease now. Oh, I love it.
Next, we don't need any glitters. Who is this? Oh, this is Makeup Revolution. I don't need anything from Makeup Revolution. They're another brand that I'm discontinuing buying from.
I didn't realize there was Nabla stuff, but Nabla has really good formula. I think that would be a fun one to pick up if you guys are interested. Okay.
Wait, did I miss Nabla?
No. That was in the Ulta sale.
They
had some Nabla products, and Hapacal Girl wants to pick some up.
Nabla does have some good products. Next, we're going to go to the indie mood and look at some indie.
They're so cute.
This is the Alien Cosmetics and Sydney Nicole. Okay, so the T for me on Alien Cosmetics. They have switched their eyeshadow formula. Their shimmers used to be really soft and wet feeling. The ones that are in these square pans that I've gotten from them lately, I don't like the shimmers, which is part of what made them special. So I'm not even interested in this at all.
Like the Not Normal palette. This doesn't even look like it has any shimmers though. It all looks like matte.
Well, but this is a shimmer and this is a shimmer, I'm pretty sure. And it's just
there's 2 shimmers.
Yes.
And one matte with glitter.
That's disappointing.
They're just not as good to me. Like, I don't know. They don't have that same oomph.
Yeah, I haven't even opened my Not Normal palette, but I think I'm frustrated with this brand, and I think this is probably the last thing that I purchased from them, and I probably won't purchase for a while. I don't know. I'm gonna look at it.
I'm saying look at it and see what I'm talking about the shimmers.
They seem very lackluster compared to like their other palettes. Like looking at this, can you guys even tell that anything is shimmery in here compared to hang on, let me pull. This is their holiday 2020 palette. These shimmers, like look at that. This one also, oh wait, I can't point. That one, the one under it. These are so pretty. I wore this for like our first Magpies episode ever. And I loved the look I created with it, but I don't know, everything got so weird.
Yeah, it's
Steven's in the chat.
I don't know what is.
Hey, Karen. He's grabbing medicine.
Yeah, so this is just not my favorite. Like, if and the color story just isn't speaking to me. They've done those greens, they've done those burgundies so many times that there is nothing like the color story together doesn't scream my name.
Yeah.
Either.
I wouldn't know what to do with that. So 2 shimmers must be like the super light ones because nothing else looks.
Yes, I think
like
it's these 2. And yeah.
What's the point?
I don't know. Okay, and they're re-releasing Lore in Fairy Frolic in a new formula, but the other formula was amazing. I hate when brands do that. It's like, let's change formulas, but the other one was so good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've already got Lore. I don't have Fairy Frolic.
I don't have either of those, I don't think.
But you see what I'm saying? Even like if you look at this, the burgundy, those shades are already in the palette that we just talked about. Like they're duping themselves and not making their color story.
And a lot of those shades are in that All I Ever Wanted palette, which I think they did bring back for another pre-order.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's still open, but okay. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. Adept restocked the Plain Jane. Plain Jane is an amazing palette. If you're interested in those squishy shades or you're wanting good shimmers, Adept has them. So, but
and this one's the one with the 2 new shades, right?
No, that's just, is it?
ACI 10 and the hot pink one that was at the end is like a different color. There are 2 new shades in the anniversary edition, which is the only one available right now, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
And if you already have the first one, but you just wanted those 2 shades to add to your collection, I think that they do. Oh, there, Steven's pulled it up. So yeah, the kind of white looking one and the hot pink are the ones that have been changed in this palette. You can buy those 2 singles on their own as well if you feel like you want to complete that. But
well, I wouldn't do that because I would have to buy more Adept singles.
I know.
Because I only keep things in brand category, and it's I like the hot pink and the white.
Oh, never mind. The singles are sold out. Sorry, guys.
So I don't care. I want this so bad because I say you're gonna.
Karen Harris is so funny. She's like, "Oh, but that's a cucumber," and everyone's like, "Yeah, but cucumbers are basically pickles after they've been pickled."
Well,
yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute though because she's like, "Oh yeah, but it's cucumbers on the packaging."
Well, no, it's just because they got the stems on it. I mean, that's what our pickles look like too. I don't know. Mine look like that. Anyways, I want this. I say if it tickles your pickle all the time. I love pickles. They're one of my favorite foods. So, and it's green. So I want
it's cute. It's a cute color story.
A pickle for a nickel. You never heard that before? Tickle your pickle for a nickel.
That's creepy, Nadia. That's
I
way
know.
too creepy. Okay, so next. DJ's Unique Boutique. What are these? These are cream
Lip
pigments.
gloss? Oh. Meh.
So, yeah, don't need them. I mean,
I don't
does
need
anybody
more
else
cream
want to
powder.
talk about them? I just kind of skipped over it. This is the Crow Pebble. Yeah. They're cute, but I don't need any more singles. I don't use singles.
I don't
No.
need any more singles, guys. I have like 622.
I don't have that many, but
Well, more than that, but
I appreciate that there's eye swatches for those though,
Yes.
because I think like eyeshadow performs so differently on our eyes with a brush than it does on our arm when we're swatching. So I appreciate that. But
Agreed.
this is just like one person, so I would like to see whatever brand this is, I'd like to see them like show it on different skin tones.
well, the girl who's watching it, it may be her brand.
yeah, it's probably the owner. It sounds very new. I haven't heard of Crow Pebble ever.
The bottom right, that kind of green color, I really like that. That's like
That chartreusey color.
yeah, it's really pretty.
Pretty.
I like this little mustard number right here.
Reminds me of the green kind of reminds me of something that you would have in the what's that palette? Morbid something or another that you
Notoriously morbid.
I love Notoriously Morbid.
Yeah, they have the. I keep wanting to call it the aphrodisiac palette, but it's
But
not. It's the
absinthe and
absinthe.
lace.
Yeah,
Absinthe.
Yeah.
Absinthe and lace.
yeah. I think Kara just did a video with that this morning.
It's so good.
I don't
have a
think I
video
know
on
she
it
did.
too. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I have the palette. There's a video as well. Anyways, it's good.
I
Notoriously
feel like
Morbid's
my
awesome.
eyes are so dark right now. I could just like sit here with my eyes closed and you won't even know it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it.
This is from Black Moxie Cosmetics. This is a cute color story.
This looks like the Lowest Cosmetics, even more condensed.
But the problem is, I don't. What their shimmers are, I don't like them.
Yeah.
At least what it's. I mean, I wouldn't buy this because even though the color story is kind of cute, the two shimmers that are in here are
Very muted.
Yeah, and I don't like muted shimmers. I want.
It's
something
weird
that's
that Black Moxie released something with such muted colors because I don't know if y'all follow Kate Joseph here on Instagram or on YouTube, but she does a lot of stuff with Black Moxie shadows. Specifically, she buys like their singles, and she's got a few palettes from them, and their shimmers are so sparkly. We're talking like Glam Shop Terra Moon's level of like just like iridescent sparkle, Cleona kind of sparkle, right? And like to see that palette, it's a very different departure for them.
I wonder if they were just
weird
trying to go super grunge and not so sparkle, you know?
to fit the fall promotional period.
Yeah.
I really like these palettes.
I don't.
these bother me.
So much about them bother me. The packaging, the excess
stock
space, the stock photo. It looks like what did you call it? The sushi posters.
Yeah,
It looks like when you would go to like a Chinese, Japanese restaurant in like the late 90s and there'd be like the posters of the food on the wall. That's what this looks like.
Or no,
And
it's like a hotel that you go into and it's like these random photos in the food area.
And like the green one and the orange one, even the yellow one, actually, like the background color makes the shadows disappear. Like you can't see those two tealy greens.
Yeah.
You can barely see the oranges. Like I don't understand. I don't get it.
Harris has a video on this, and the palettes look like the quality of shadows.
Yeah.
Nice.
Millie liked them too.
And the colors do look beautiful. It's just like I can't get behind this because the packaging is so terrible.
It's so ugly. Like I want, part of the whole experience of makeup is the application, the looking at, the thinking about different colors. And when I would look at this, I'd be like, no, thank you. I'm just not interested in it. It's just so ugly.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I just wish brands would stop doing food themed palettes. I'm done with food and makeup being combined. I know. I feel like it's such an easy thing for brands to do, and that's why they grab onto it. But I would love to see something different.
I don't mind food. I mind uninspired food. Does that make sense? Like I love the Glam Light, like the Ice Cream Dream or the Red Velvet Cupcake. There's something about those that is very well thought out, from packaging.
Yeah.
The whole thing's completely thought through. Now the other one that wasn't so well, or like Too Faced, even their cinnamon roll or whatever, a lot of their food themed palettes are thought out. There may not be my cup of tea always for color story, but they're thought out. That was not thought out. That seemed like it was just like, oh, well, we'll make it into one row because it's a skewer. But other than that, the colors,
Well,
the whole.
In that case, all of my palettes are skewers.
It looks
I'll
like
be right back. I have to use the restroom.
okay. It looks like they took the photo, the stock photo, loaded it into Photoshop, and then used the color picker, and that's how they picked the colors in there.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, it's almost like if you've watched like Drag Race or you've watched Project Runway in the past, and they have like some kind of like design challenge, and they're like, oh, okay, so you basically went with like the lowest hanging fruit, no pun intended. Like you went for like the simplest, most, I don't know, kindergarten interpretation of that idea.
I feel like this is how I feel, Sherry. I don't want to put burger on my face or like hot dog palette. I feel like that's
taco. I don't own any of those.
So I personally, like, I love pickles. Like, I love pickles, but that's how I feel about the pickle palette too. Like, I don't want to think about pickles when I'm putting my eyeshadow on.
I just want like sophistication in my makeup for the most part. I mean, as I sit here with like black eyeliner on my lids, but like I want sophistication.
I like the fun. I like to feel like a kid with my makeup because some of it just appeals to me
See,
that way.
I love like this.
Yeah, see, I like that.
like-
Don't get me wrong, but I also love, you know,
But I don't mind stuff like this.
Disney makeup. And
I think for
know.
me, like the kid part of it, because I also
Yeah.
I have a hard time with play, like just in general. Like if you know me on a personal level, you know that I am very much like, I take everything very seriously. I'm very intense. Everything is about like, let's be very meta and analyze ourselves and live in therapy land. And I have a very hard time with play. But that's what I love about my single collection, like my Cleona, my Terra Moons. Like those are beautiful and sparkly, and I get to have like the fun color aspect of it. I don't need it to be like the Nickelodeon palette.
Yeah.
Although Nickelodeon slime palette, that would be a fun collection.
if it were done by someone who did it justice. Okay, so this is boring
weird.
me.
More
let's
singles?
go. I don't know. That was someone just playing with color stories. Okay.
I don't think we need to talk about Pat.
Yeah, no. I don't think any of this we really need to talk about. I mean,
Do you want to go to Angel Naked? Because I feel like Angel Naked sometimes has stuff that other people don't.
I feel like Chic Profile recently has been posting about things of her own collection that she's trying to sell. And I'm just like, that's interesting. Weird. I mean, she could use that profile however she wants to. It just it's weird.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be a new.
That's the holiday.
That actually looks really pretty.
That does look really pretty.
Out.
The little sparkly shades are cute.
Yeah.
I might pick that one up because I do like Charlotte's formula, and that looks cute.
Yeah, I like Charlotte's formula as well, except for the mattes. I'm not a fan of her matte shadows, but her shimmers are always like really, really beautiful.
You don't have to worry about this one because there's literally only 5.
Yeah.
And I won't use those shimmers.
It seems like
I'm not going to own it.
Yeah.
It seems like those mattes will work really well together too.
Yeah. I already bought this. We've already talked about this. Next.
Wait, can I look at it one more time? I just want to look at it again. Psychedelic looks really beautiful. Fuck, am I going to buy this? No.
That's up to you. You don't need it though. I mean, let's face it. I mean, but if you want to buy it, then buy it. I'm not the person to sit here and be like, no, just because you have something like this in your collection, don't buy it. If it brings you joy, let me tell you something. People forget that things should just bring you joy to bring you joy. Even if you don't use it, even if you just want to sit there and touch it all day long, that is fine.
I'm just happy that it's not one of the 130 palettes.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. I like that it's a midi palette.
And then now we've got, this is the Christian Dior. These are some trios. They're pretty.
Those are pretty.
They're actually very, very pretty. I don't need them. I mean, maybe if I saw them in a store, that's typically how I get sucked in for Dior anyway.
I have such a pet peeve when it comes to embossing though. Like, I don't like when you have the words like that. Like, I like beautiful embossing. And like, there are some Dior embossing that is just freaking stunning, and I just cannot stop looking at it. Like, I think like last holiday, that I don't know if it was Dior or Chanel, there was like some like really beautiful, intricate like designs.
I think both of them did some, like, yeah, because the Dior had a quint that was like snowflakes or something on it. Remember?
Yeah,
but this feels very like, I don't know. It's like,
it reminds me of my Wet n Wild palettes where it would be like lid, crease.
Well, the one thing I can
whatever.
say about this is if you actually look at it, it is mimicking their purse designs. So
It
like,
is, yeah.
and like if you actually look at this embossing, there is like I think that's a whip stitch whenever it's the back and forth, almost like the triangle.
Beautiful. I do like the edging. I like the background. I don't like the words on it. It just feels so cheap to have like the word of it on there.
To me, as I said, it's just reminiscent of their bags. I think that that's what they were going for. So I can appreciate the art of it all because I mean, it is stunning when you actually think of it from that they recreated that.
Do you have any of their bags?
Do I own any Dior? No, I won't spend that on a bag.
Okay.
Like, I think right now my max for a bag is like $800 or so. I won't go over.
Oh my God, that's still so much money. But also, how much does a Dior bag cost?
Typically between $2,000 and $5,000.
There, yeah.
You like the Dooney and Burke, right?
Well, I collect the Disney Doonies, so I love those, and those typically range about $300 to $500 or so, and I have a bunch of those, and they are my favorite.
I don't carry purses.
I'm just gonna sit back and just like let all that soak in, and like realize that people are spending like 2 months worth of rent on a purse.
I'd hate to see what you think of some of the prices of sunglasses. So Jeremy bought me, I have some Tiffany sunglasses, and I think that they were like $580.
Wow. My sunglasses are $16 from Amazon.
My sunglasses are Ray-Bans. I like my Ray-Bans, which
I do like Ray-Bans, yeah.
I'm getting my Ray-Bans turned into prescription glasses, so I'm really excited for that. But holy bananas, I can't imagine spending that on sunglasses. You know what? Here's it. I could imagine spending like $500 on sunglasses, but not like $2,000 on sunglasses.
Yeah.
Just the same way, like I can imagine spending $65 on a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, but I couldn't spend like the $230. I couldn't spend the $230 on her big ones. Although I did watch Tati. I watched her video from like 5 years ago reviewing the purple,
the $239 one,
and the green and brown, and I was just like, I'm just like that's my thing now. I'm like the palettes that I want to own. I'm just gonna watch all the videos and just like love it from afar.
Well, I mean, and I think it all depends on like what's worth it to you. Like for bags, I won't spend, like, as I said, I don't think that at this point in my life I'm comfortable spending anything over $1,000 on a handbag. When I change them too much, and I do like the aspect of collecting the Disney ones. That's why I love those. And I change my bag. Like if I get a new one, I carry it till I get another new one. I don't think I've ever really, I'm bad about stuff like this. I don't go back to it. So once it's used, it sits there, kind of like a lot of my makeup. Sunglasses, I like expensive sunglasses. I like expensive shoes and belts, but like jeans, I'm hard pressed to spend over like $30 on a pair of jeans because, you know, or a shirt. It's like, no.
Well, so, your jeans are going to wear through much quicker than a bag.
Oh yeah. The purse that I use sometimes is the bag that Varun got me 8 years ago for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a Michael Kors bag, and that's the only one I use. I have some other ones, but I don't gravitate towards using purses. I'd rather throw in a fanny pack.
I use a backpack.
I don't like, and I have like a really nice like matte and nat vegan leather fanny pack. It's not like a you know, silly looking one, but I don't know. I like backpacks, and I like anything I don't have to put weight on my shoulders. I don't like the pain that it causes me. So no.
I understand whenever this, because there's a girl, half a cowgirl. I'm the same way. It's like I don't mind spending a good amount of money on other people. I'm just weird whenever it's like myself because I'm like, food, I need that. So it's fine for me to spend the same amount of money on food than I would on.
Yeah. I don't even use a wallet. Okay, a lot of the time when we go out, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. Me and Vroon will go out on a date night and I'll be like, "Here, can you put my cards in your wallet?" I don't carry anything.
I don't want anything in my pocket. I don't like holding on to things.
Nope. And I don't want anyone being like, "Can I put my water bottle in your purse? Can I put this in your purse?" Nope, you cannot, because I don't have one.
But since we're talking about bags, like I got this from Target when I went to Spain. It's like this little mini backpack with like a crossbody. So you just wear it like across like
that's cute.
Yeah.
And it's got these like locking things on it. So I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's got like this like little thing there. So like the zipper will actually like snag into it so that people can't come up behind you and like open it up. And this is what Ryan and I use at Six Flags to put like our glasses, our water bottles, all that kind of stuff. It's so handy. But
that's the kind of stuff I like to use.
Like practicality.
Yeah.
And that was like $10. But okay, I think we've talked about all this randomness. Let's move on. Let's talk about this new concealer.
Well, part of the problem is like with Angel Fire or Angel Naked is because I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, I know this is a concealer.
So it's Tom Ford concealer.
The thing is, like on the browser, you don't have to translate. That's right.
You know what? I'll do it as we go if you want me to.
Yes, because I have no idea what this is. I mean, I know it's a concealer.
Okay, so we're looking at the concealer. Let's see. So these are all the shades of the new Tom Ford Beauty Shade and Illuminate concealer. There's 18 shades in the line. It's currently going to be sold in Russia in the beginning of September. We don't know when it's coming anywhere else. So.
Can we actually jump over to Nomad? Because there's a teaser that...
that.
Mm-hmm. So there's like...
palette?
Yeah. So I just want to show that off. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be getting this in PR. No, it's just the two.
I'm all here for some vampires.
Just the top two. And then also Berlin. If Berlin is something that interests you, Berlin will probably be... I don't know like the actual date, but they did say that Berlin's going to be discontinued in the fall. So
and this is Berlin.
Use code Steven.
Yeah, use code Steven10 if you want to buy anything from Nomad. I'll be getting the new, I think it's Dracula. I'm not sure, but it's got bats and that's supposed to be someone's silhouette.
I love that they're moving away from the travel theme and doing something different. I'm really excited for them.
This technically is a travel thing. It is.
Yeah.
I think it's
Romania.
like Transylvania and all that kind of stuff or whatever.
But I think it's going to be really cool.
It's Romania. The Castle Dracula.
Yeah.
Now, if only if it was like a Rocky Horror thing. Could you imagine if it was like a Rocky Horror transsexual Transylvania?
I told you it was Dracula. It's like I knew. I mean, like from what they had put as like their teaser, like this. I was like, oh yeah, this is vampires. This is vampires.
So I'm excited for this. I'm hoping for. I don't know. I don't know anything yet. They haven't told me anything about like what the color story is going to be, but I would hope that it's going to be kind of like the Lowest Cosmetics underground, Meet Me in the Underground, like that kind of vibe, like a grungy, cool tone, maybe a little green and reds. Like that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
Something that looks like death. That'd be lovely.
It needs to remind you of like an Anne Rice novel.
Yes. So I might not get a lot of use out of it because if it's too deep for me, then I'm it's not my go-to, but I will do my best to like dig into this one because I know like the America's Parks gave me trouble, and I don't want another one to give me trouble. So I will do my best.
Well, I think, and again, if you're just not into grungy, it's okay to not be into grungy. So, anyways, that is Tom Ford has new blushes. I don't know, like. That's pretty.
That's pretty. Let me let you know what that is.
Clearly Bobbi Brown. Oh, it's like is that like an illuminating powder?
It's a highlighter in a limited edition designed for the China holiday collection for Chinese New Year.
Okay, so this is going to come out in like February.
Really freaking early to be.
Well, MAC teased their Chinese New Year.
Yeah, MAC did as well. I think if you go a few posts over, it'll be there. It's like a blue packaging. This is just a lipstick.
Because
it's
the new
Ruby
year is
Woo.
going to be. Is it the year of the ox coming up? The tiger. It's the year of the tiger.
Tiger.
So.
It's the eye of the tiger. It just happens.
This is really pretty.
That is very much old school Sailor Jerry, Ed Hardy style tattoo type.
Yes. Yep.
I guess I'm just like, once again, annoyed and bummed that makeup brands are like really cashing in on the marketing hype around Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
With like
But
no,
they love it. I mean, that's part of the thing. If people over in Asia weren't buying it, they wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean,
it sells in their market very, very well.
True. And Rupee, we are the year of the snake, right? So maybe at some point we'll get like some snake stuff from MAC.
Yeah.
I'm a pig. I'm the boar. I'm the year of the boar.
Nadia, what are you?
I'm a dragon.
She was 2000.
Oh, look at you.
She gets. I almost said the grand dragon.
Wait,
I was
Nadia,
like,
you were
wait,
born in
that's
2000?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Steven?
How did I not realize this? It is 2021. You did just turn 21, but I didn't make the connection. I can't do math that way. Like birthday math is not my thing.
Birthday math.
I call it birthday math. So like if someone's like, I'm born in 1968, I'm like, I do not know how old you are.
You sound old.
Yeah. Cameron was born the year y'all graduated.
Okay, 07.
Yep.
These look really pretty, but also very, very pale.
This is nothing about this holiday collection really tickles my pickle. Anyways, there's more of the look.
So Christina said she's actually seen people from East Asia say that they appreciate being included in special holiday releases. All the other holiday releases are very American-based. Just true.
True.
This hurts my eyeballs.
They have palettes coming out that hurt my palette, my eyeballs even more. I don't like the design at all. I cannot. It's so dizzying.
Is this the one? Is this the one with like the big circle?
Round palette? It's not actually that big. I think it's pretty small.
Yeah,
you'll see it. It's coming. It's coming up.
Okay, so shiny Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we saw that. I think we saw that Tom Ford one. Someone swatched it on maybe Chic Profile swatched it. It actually looked really pretty.
Yeah. So these are those circle ones. There's actually two.
I don't know what I think about this.
I just don't like the round. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the colors. I don't like the swirlies. I don't like feeling like I'm being sucked into this little.
I hate if you're going to do a round palette, then it needs to be round.
I know. Why is it like one edge like this?
I hate that. And now I get it's probably to keep it from rolling off your shelf because that's what happened to my Elemental palette.
Yeah. Yeah.
It went.
I have nowhere I can store that. I don't even know where it is.
Sherry's like, I think that they have a big circle one too. And I think they do. Like they have one where it's like you actually will like spin it.
Or something.
It spins around. Kind of like I think it's kind of like the Hollow Taco nail polish that came out recently.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. It just looks like a giant
highlighter. There's concealer. Okay. I mean, there's some new luxury stuff. I don't know until it gets here. Ooh.
Oh my God. Are we fucking teasing Christmas already?
Yeah. Advent calendars.
And I bet you that Advent calendar is like stupid expensive. I bet you that thing's like $600 for some samples.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's all YSL, but they're all deluxe samples probably.
But they're still samples.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna pay.
I just got one of these samples with one of my Sephora purchases for free.
Yeah. So yeah, this does not interest me. Where's all the good makeup gone? It is definitely not here this week. At least there's like a few things that I want, but other than that, I did buy Trixie Cosmetics. I don't know where that disappeared to.
Oh yeah, there is a spinny one, but
I did this.
You can't look at it.
I couldn't resist this. I wanted to try it because there were greens. I love green eyeshadow.
Okay, but why are pages not posting this kind of makeup? Like there was so much we talked about in our group.
I'm guessing it's time for us to make our own page now.
I think so. I'm frustrated.
We keep every couple months we bring this up where we're like, having to jump around between different pages, and like we need to just do our own, even if it's a private page, just so we have all the stuff collected.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. But yeah, I bought this. It's green. It's got greens. And
It
I
is
haven't tried
pretty.
Trixie's formula for eyeshadow before. I have the blush, and the blush, or at least one of the blush palettes are good. The gloss is really kind of cool. It's thick and it's kind of goopy, but it's a good goopy.
Lucky Charms.
It does.
It reminds me of Yellow Submarine.
I'm getting Puff the Magic Dragon.
We all live in the Yellow Submarine.
I'm thinking Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon. Yes.
We
definitely.
sing on this channel for your entertainment.
I am the girl that knows like all the jingles and like West into random songs.
Do a dollop.
Do a dollop of Daisy. Do a dollop. Okay.
Was there anything else that like here? Maybe I'll just open up our chat. Hold on.
Just tell me if I need to look up something because like there's so much. But I didn't buy all the other stuff that came with it. I did buy the PR box that came with the 3 glosses and the palette. You could buy like there was all kinds of crap though with this. I mean, and like Trixie, go get your money, girl. But there was a little bit too much. It was like I don't need a mirror. I don't need this bucket hat. Though the bucket hat is kind of cute.
Oh, Betsy.
I used to wear bucket hats.
What about that stuff that you bought? Like the this thing.
Oh yeah, Chaos.
And this palette didn't show up anywhere.
No, the blue one, blue purple.
Oh, and you know what? It also didn't is
I think it's Chaos Makeup.
Yeah. The ILNP polish collection too you bought or are buying.
Oh, I need to show y'all the hidden cosmetics. Those pigments that I got. Where's that black one? I bought this. I could.
It looks magnetic. It looks like magnetic foil or
Watch
something like
this,
that.
y'all. If you haven't seen this, I don't know if this is any good. I have no idea about the brand. I couldn't. Where's the rest of it? Show me this.
Over.
There you go. There. This is what it looks like dry. Look at this multi-pro.
Oh my god. That's really cool.
I couldn't not. Okay. I mean,
it looks almost like the one that Davina is going to be launching later this year. Like
they also
hyper black base or the whatever she called it, extra black base.
Yep. So
glam face palette.
Holy shit.
What else did I buy? Oh, hidden cosmetics. That was Jeremy ordered me. I was looking at these because I was like, these are so pretty. These are pigments.
Oh, was this the late night purchasing?
Yes. Watch this, y'all. It sparkles.
It's so cool.
So pretty.
Betsy, you need to create your own makeup company. Like I feel like it would just be like your own like body glitter kind of company would be really cool.
I just want everything to be sparkly. I mean, look at that.
Holy cow.
Wow.
He bought me the entire freaking thing. Like every single one of their pigments.
Is she wearing gloves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that mean it's not body safe or does it stain maybe?
I don't know. She just put it over her gloves.
Maybe.
Look. Hold on. They get better. Look at this. Look at it's just so satisfying.
I know.
Hold on.
It is really, really cute.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my.
I'm so excited.
Oh yes, I talked to when you sent this. I was like, y'all just need to like literally cover your body.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Hold
crazy.
on. Look, I mean, it's so pretty.
So
and,
is this going to be like a powder that you have to get like a mixing medium on your brush?
Probably,
kind of like when you do acrylic nails.
Look at this one. This
Whoa.
one. This is what it told me. Look at that.
No, that's Harley Quinn.
No, that's Joker.
Oh,
that's
is it?
full on Joker. That's the purple green Joker.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I mean, no. And they just get better.
Betsy, you're going to have to keep us posted, but Amanda said she's heard bad things about Chaos, that they're kind of like Killer Queen.
I will let y'all know.
Keep us posted.
Because I ain't taking no brands anymore.
Me too, Christina. I would knock this over in my carpet in like a second.
I'm wondering if
Apollo would knock it over.
Oh my god!
Imagine Apollo having this all over him.
His tail would just go.
Hold on, look at this
Glitter for days.
Oh my gosh! You could even use this stuff probably on your nails if you wanted to create like a fun.
Yeah.
You can use it for crafting if you want to, you know, just sparkles everywhere. Look at that. I mean, come on.
Just don't show this to your eye doctor because they'll probably have a conniption.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's just so, whoa.
Come on. Come on now. I have the best husband in the world. Because I was just showing it to him and he ordered them and I was like, aw, because they're the best. Those are beautiful. I cannot wait to get those on my eyeballs. I don't care.
Oh, we didn't talk about Urban Decay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Go to...
We saw it last time, but it wasn't the good
Go
one.
to Nisi_loves, NISI _
Where's my underscore thingy? This keyboard. There we go.
loves.
There we go.
So they had a post a day ago where they did some swatching. Yep.
I'm still excited for this. I don't know if it's her lighting on how she took it because, you know, I saw it other people do better with it and it does look sparkly.
Yeah, it does look hyper saturated, but also it just looks so light. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if any different lighting would make it look any deeper. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just...
but for those like shiny little iridescent shades, because that's what they are.
They're toppers.
They're not supposed to be super dark and super opaque. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't bother me for that because not everything is meant to be deep and grunge. You know what I mean? I mean, I still think it's beautiful and I want to see what it is in person myself. But it does interest me. The packaging on that though is everything. The packaging is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the ones that we looked at before that had the better?
That was
it
Trend
Makeup
Mood.
World News?
I think they were Trend Moods swatches.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find it because the Trend Mood swatches were better.
Okay.
Was it here?
Probably.
I'm just going through all of the posts.
There. Yes. See, that looks so much better.
But still, it looks so pale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, but you see what I'm saying? They're clear shades. That's what they are.
No, I mean like the mattes, like Virtual and Gadget. Like you didn't need both of those.
Yeah.
Probably not. One's more warm, one's more cool.
Or they could have just scrapped all three of the mattes and just given us 3 more shimmers. I would have bought that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Commit to it, you know.
Just let it be the shimmers. But I mean, as I said, they're like static. There's something about that really looks cool and override this one. I don't know why I like it, but I do. And I want to see what it actually looks like because it's hard to tell between brand photos being terrible because this is the brand photo. That looks boring as hell. I mean, let's face it. There's nothing about that that's like, oh.
Except for the outer packaging.
But even the outer packaging looks like it's like until you see this
so
picture.
Desaturated. It's so bad. Like with the idea of cyber, they could have gone so far. You know what fits cyber better was the most recent Norvina Pro palette. Like that whole push where it was like all the bright colors, the neons, all that
purples.
kind of stuff. Yeah, like that whole promo shoot, that would have been really good with this.
Well, and see, cyber to me screams like hackers.
Someone needs to pay me money to do this shit.
Use those iridescent, clear kind of, you know, for some reason, because, you know, I'm a child of the 80s, born in 83, so 90s, that kind of thing. We were that generation that saw computers and stuff actually come to home. And that clear, that iridescent kind of thing, that was what we saw as futuristic. You know, there was a lot of plastic clothing for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
stuff.
this does remind me of that.
The next thing to go to is Pink Crush Cosmetics.
Okay. Pink. I have never heard of them.
You'll know it when you see it.
So it's the Metamorphosis palette.
This
No,
one
next.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I remember. I think I sent this. Okay, so she's
I have this. I don't need it.
It's really pretty.
I like the outside packaging better than I do the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy with like the depth of that blue in the upper left corner. With like the
Yeah, see, I have it.
other shades, but you have it totally in that palette. And do you like that formula, Rupee?
I do. I think it's a really nice formula. So pretty. This packaging is so like
See, and they're like, one only looks white in the pan. I don't know. Where's the swatches? Show me what it actually looks like.
Oh, but is this the company that has those single compacts that were the AliExpress stuff that had the issues?
No? Oh, wait. Is Pink Crush their sister company? That was Makeup Maniacs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The ones we called out and then we had to come back and apologize.
Sugar Pill is releasing something soon.
Oh, yes. Sugar Pill looks like they are releasing a new little palette that is in the same vein as Fun Size. And Fun Size was like the cutest little pastel matte palette. And like it has the cat on it too. I'm excited.
I think it's going to be like a fallish, Halloween-y type of vibe.
Yeah.
And I just love Shrinkle. This is Shrinkle. She's the owner of Sugar Pill, if you're not familiar.
Oh.
She loves
really
drag
fun.
queens, and like she is like all of her collabs that she's done have been with drag queens for the most part.
Yeah.
Like she collabed with Trixie before Trixie had her line, and she's awesome. So
I think that's everything that I'm like seriously like scrolling through all of our stuff. And I don't see anything else recently that is worth
this look is everything.
Up.
I love this look.
Is that Layla McQueen?
Yes.
Layla McQueen is really good. And Layla actually does Bob the Drag Queen's makeup now. And Bob has never looked better. Because Bob is not a drag makeup artist. But Bob is a great drag queen.
Just because you're a great drag queen does not mean you're great at makeup.
Correct. Oh, we did not trash the Glam Face palette. So if you wanted to do that.
Oh. Whose page is that on?
It's Angel Live or Angel Live.
Angle, not Angel.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, that one.
This was so bad. Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why?
First off, once again, I will say face palettes are stupid and inherently like going to limit to just one or two people or like skin tone.
I wish that the eyeshadows were a mini of its own. Like I wish it was like a mini Glam 2.0. I would buy that mini.
If this was like a PR kit kind of thing where like the top could pop out and the bottom would pop out and there'd be two separate palettes and this was just the PR box.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't understand why this is the Glam Face palette. One, the packaging doesn't match. So it's not saying that they go together, which typically they do.
Anything like Glam.
Yeah.
It doesn't. This is warm tone brown. Glam was cool tones. I mean, this is nothing about this is cool tone, except maybe that smoke shade in the center might be cool.
I really like that orangey, fiery looking shade, and that's the only oh no! Did you drop a Natasha Denona?
That's exactly what that sound was. Everything's okay.
Oh no! Okay.
I'm just pulling out Glam. And Biba.
Oh my gosh.
I dropped Glam, but that's why I like these hard cases because they're protected.
Somewhat.
So, which one does this look like more?
Biba.
It does.
Biba. Hands down.
Just putting that out there. It's like sometimes Natasha Denona does great. Sometimes she is literally on drugs. And sometimes she's lazy as fuck.
So, anyways, that's where we're at.
Oh, it's raining. I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Because it's torrential rain.
So, I think that we are all caught up. I don't think there's anything else we want to talk about. I mean, unless y'all can think of something, because
no, I don't know. I do think, however, we will start a page or something.
Yeah, it'd be easier for us to do that instead of like jumping around.
The date didn't save. It's not on that date.
When is it? Oh, is it going to be May? We're not doing this again for another year.
Yep. We're going to do this in May.
You know what happened? I didn't save it. I updated it earlier, but I didn't hit save. There we go.
So September 12th, it'll be on my channel.
Yes.
Speaking of my channel, for anyone in the space here who is subscribed to me, you'll be happy to know that I filmed 4 videos in the last 2 days.
Yay.
So I will have at least, at a minimum, 4 weeks worth of content. I'm going to try to stretch it out. I'll say Magpies will be like the video that week. So I've got 5 weeks of content coming up.
Awesome.
So that's exciting.
Kat wants a Magpies IG. I think we can do it. We can do it.
Yep.
We've got the branding.
Yeah.
Speaking of Magpie stuff, I know like when we first started this, we kind of joked like if anyone ever wants to buy any like Magpie branded stuff, we could totally do something like that. Can you imagine us coming out with like cute little Magpie stickers or like Magpie t-shirts? That's totally something we could do at some point in the future if we have enough of a following.
Yeah.
So
I think that would be really fun. I love my Magpies shirt.
yes.
Same.
Ooh, maybe we got to do hoodies for the fall. I love a good pullover.
We could.
We could need to do a Halloween version of our magpie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Nadia.
A murderous magpie.
Nadia, you need to get on
Turn
that.
it into like a little vampire bat.
I was thinking like the magpie bird would look perfect with like a little witch's hat on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The crazy glittery magnets magpies could have
Oh, we could have like a holographic sticker or magnet or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I will definitely send them over to you. I don't know if you guys were in my premiere for the CoverGirl video, but I told Tracy I would hire her for my thumbnail comments because I love how she was like easy, breezy, sleazy CoverGirl.
Oh, that palette was such a letdown. The swatches were so good.
Yeah, it really was. Honestly, this one's better. Yeah. Anyways, it's also like 4 times the price. So
Yeah. I need to remember that. Like if I'm like, don't buy this $10 eyeshadow palette. If you
buy
have
this
like
$120 one.
$700 with a Natasha Denona, you don't need it.
I know.
Exactly.
I always go back to that conversation of like, but Steven.
I think about it all the time. It's like, well, we've talked about it before, and I think Ruby, you and I want to have like a video collab where we actually discuss this kind of stuff. But like, we've basically become numb almost to the actual cost of certain things.
I think it would be a great live discussion to do because then we could get other people's input on it too.
Yeah.
I'm down to do that someday.
And that's kind of like when you're talking about any purchase. Sometimes you forget how much things are. Like I remember when me and Jeremy first got together, spending over $20 like on a purse would be like, no, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, well, this is my max. And it's like, how did it jump? How did my taste go from this to this?
How and when did we decide that a 100 and for me it's 170, but like a $129 palette was worth it, or a $110 or $88 quad was worth it? You know, or a
$60 single.
Yeah.
I'll never let that die.
Shots fired.
Listen,
$75 mascara.
I have.
Oh yeah.
in my last 4 videos that I filmed, I did switch up my intro a little bit, and it's now leading my life with kindness and compassion with a little splash of sass. Because what would life be without a little flavor?
Exactly.
Love that.
We love
it's true. And it's okay to criticize things. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're here to do.
I'm allowed to. I think that's the thing is like I have always felt for the longest time like I need to be nice and kind and happy and all this kind of stuff about everything. But like the reality is like I'm allowed to own my opinion even if it is something that other people hate. I can have a hateful opinion.
Yeah, you are allowed to dislike something. It's like, and this year I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to spend the money this year. I'm going to do this or that. This year's all about customer service for me. I am not dealing with anybody's bullshit anymore. Yeah. I'm just done with putting up with people. You're giving them money. They should treat you better than that. You should be able to actually talk to someone if there's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but when did it become like a burden where if you, here, take my money, but I have to walk on glass to be able to get my product. Or if I say something, well, there's a small business. Well, if you can't run the business, then don't do it.
Yeah. I have to agree with Sherry on 2020 is when I decided to go ahead and spend money. I had all but 15 eyeshadow palettes at the beginning of 2020. And I decluttered 3 of them. Okay. I decluttered 3 of them. So I was left with 12. And then in the April VIB sale, I lost my shit. I think I spent like $400 to $500 during that sale.
Are we talking about losing your minds? Hold on, everyone.
Yeah.
Can you see all of that?
Oh gosh.
I've lost my mind. I've
Yeah.
lost my goddamn mind.
Yeah. I mean, I've accumulated 622 single eyeshadows when all I had was maybe 40. So yeah, I feel you on that, Sherry. I think that happened to a lot of us. I think it's just that, you know, a lot of us were at home, so we weren't spending the money to commute and do other things or fuel or whatever. And so we were like, okay, well, I can afford to buy this. But it was like, well, can we really? Or are we just trying to, you know, yeah. Makeup became therapy.
There's
I know.
a lot of things. You know, Rupi, I was talking to you about this the other day where it's like when we're in a situation that's so stressful and we're so uncomfortable and everything is changing around us constantly, our brains are going to find the most efficient way of managing all the chaos. Like, what do we know? What do we go to? Some people it was eating, some people it was exercising, some people decided to do art, some people shopped. Like, we all did the things that that were like the easiest for us to do, that we are used to, you know? And so if you shopped a little bit before this, you shopped maybe a lot. And I don't want anyone to feel any shame or to feel guilt for anything. And I'm not trying to make people feel bad about any of the stuff. When I talk about these things, it's from my own personal experience.
Yes.
So like me not buying makeup is because I've decided for myself that I need to stop buying makeup.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I try to make sure to say, like, hey, it's okay to be on the other end of the pendulum as well. You know, if you like it and you want to buy it and you can afford it, there's no reason to stop yourself. If you want to buy it, then buy it. Don't just, I mean, one of the things that I go this past couple of years that I've realized is it's I don't want to always constantly be planning for a rainy day, because those rainy days may never happen. And you want to have some enjoyment out of life. If you're always planning for tomorrow, you're missing out on today.
Yeah. There's some truth in that. But I just recently paid off like a sizable debt that I've been carrying around for a bit. And that's going to free up a bunch of extra money to like allow me to like move out. I still live at home with my family. And so like now I can actually like move out, and I'm just feeling really good about that. And the fact that I'm not buying makeup this last month, I know it's only been 1 month, but I feel so confident and good about this that I'm like, I can do this moving forward, where I don't need to be spending all this money per month.
That's so exciting, Bethany. I wish you all the best in your dating journey.
That's really exciting.
That is exciting.
You posted your picture on, I think you were doing like a story the other day, Bethany, and your hair looked so freaking cute. It's like blonde now, and I don't know how long it is. It looked like it was like a short little pixie.
Do I need to go look at this?
If it was her story, then it's gone now. But I think Bethany told me that she's going to be going like very, very like silvery blonde.
Ooh. Well, you're going to have to show me when you're done, because I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited, Bethany.
Yeah, this is awesome. So, well, it's awesome if you want it to be awesome, of course. Yeah, I think we can probably end off here. I mean, you know us magpies, we can chat for for forever about whatever, whether it be makeup or whether it be about consumerism or just, you know, purses. Dating, anything, purses. You know.
Always something.
All right, so we will chat about starting that Magpies page in the background. Once it's up, we'll let you guys know via our Instagram stories, and then you can go ahead and follow it and whatever. And I guess that's what we'll use next time, and have a more smooth run rather than jumping from page to page. So say bye to trend mood for next time. Anyways, I hope that you guys all have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you next time on Steven's channel in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye, everyone.